Roethlisberger. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is taken at the 23. And there he goes again. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A 77-yard punt return as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
All right, count him along with me. That's his 3rd return for a touchdown in this game. Why is the ball being kicked to him? That would be my question.
I was just going to ask you the same question because we see 2 occasionally. I mean, very rare. 3, unbelievable. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
On 2nd down now. It's Connor, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Carr on the coverage there.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at about the 32. From the gun, Jackson steps away, letting one go deep for a Nunwa. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. Nunwa, the intended target.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Again, it's Connor. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That went into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. Here's Jordan Berry now as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly. So that'll come back to the 20. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of full time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one for what we've seen this season.
And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Ingram again, a first down carry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. As his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker now for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it's Mark Ingram who caps it off with a touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw here, Roethlisberger. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem scrambling for 22 and a first. On first down, Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Again, they'll run with Ingram. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a first and goal.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
They'll run it with Williams. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. On second and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
I like the idea.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Willie Snead, his second touchdown of the afternoon, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off for this win.
So they are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Tucker with the... So the drive there took 6 plays, and it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From the 31, Roethlisberger, complete to Washington. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Setting up the screen, this is Samuels. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
Bet you're going to tell me. Good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 41-yard line. Now Roethlisberger. His throw incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on. And
a big loss here as he's taken down. Clay Matthews make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So the sack, and now a 3rd and long situation for the Steelers and Ben Roethlisberger. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Steelers now in the nickel here on third down. Jackson from the shotgun. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Jackson. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left side. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's caught at the 25. And now they are knocking on the door inside Pittsburgh's 10. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass.
Well, there we have it, guys. Sorry, my part one video got cut off.
Run the table here on the regular
so this will be part two, so I apologize for
joining the
inconvenience.
And the
so I hope you guys enjoy
the only teams to ever do so.
The last season of the game, and then we'll focus on the wild card. I will let you guys know what the wild card and
record of 5-11. And this is a team that
so
has a few good pieces in place, but could
stand to get deeper and younger.
All around.
And I'm in the playoffs. I just gotta wait for whoever wins the wild card.
Charles Davis, thanks to our entire
Alright,
crew
guys.
as well. We'll
make sure you guys
so long, everybody.
leave a comment below, leave a like, subscribe, share, and enjoy the gameplays of Madden and many more to come in the future. And virus, stay at home as you can. If you really want to, you can go out to eat, but it'll be like 6 feet away. That's what every restaurant is doing right now. Or you can go through the drive-through. And I will recommend, do not go to beaches. I don't go to bars at all. So, and yeah, stay tuned for the next episode for the playoffs of whoever is facing the Ravens after that wild card game. Thanks for watching, guys, and once again, sorry for the part 2, which barely happens, right? Alright. Take care, guys.